On the continent of Corvair, a chance encounter brought 4 intrepid travelers together on the road to adventure. Though they began as strangers, they soon became known as the Hero Squad.
So we find ourselves in Mercuria with Atlas, Brittany, and Billiam. Presently, Atlas and Brittany are waiting outside of the Dreamwind winery that they were at earlier, waiting for Billiam, essentially, because, as always, Billiam's doing his own thing, probably off up to no good. Who knows?
Making trouble in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Yep. Got one little fight and his mom got scared. So
she sent him to Celestia
Brittany
to get away from that bear.
Brittany got scared.
There's your idea, Ash, for the next one.
Okay.
Sorry.
In West Celestia. Anyway, I'm lost. Okay, y'all are standing outside the Dreamwind winery where y'all were before, waiting for Billiam, and you can see off in the distance, standing in front of that, the way out, you do see Aeneas, the toe mark on, who you've seen before, guarding the gate. You know, whenever you look upon him, you just feel calm and everything is good, right? It's just this being of pure goodness, and so it just kind of makes you feel that way. So you're both in a pretty good mood. So yeah, what are y'all talking about while you're waiting for Billiam?
I just need to remember what I was talking about.
I'm trying, like, I believe where we had wrapped up right last time, Brittany, is we had mentioned that we need to find this, or it would be good for us to find this Eye of Ranta, do a heist, maybe get it ourselves, but that you believe that that Marakai and Hex may have already gotten it, actually. Or that they are also in the area and also trying to procure it.
Oh, that's right, because they are over there, and we have to get across there. And then, did we decide on what we were going to do? I can't remember.
I think we just left it in that we should try to meet up with them, but we don't necessarily know how.
Right, because I remember we were like disguises, and then that wasn't going to work for some reason.
I think that you can't disguise yourself here, or something.
Right, that's why. Okay.
So, angels don't see you, they see your soul. So, that's why you can't disguise yourself.
Because they do not like what they see.
So rude. Okay. So, we're waiting for Billiam.
Yeah.
Okay.
Atlas, we have to figure out a way to get past the guards.
I mean, you could try doing your charm. You always talk a lot about your charm, Brittany.
I mean, I think I've already charmed enough people for today. Don't you agree? I mean, I can try and do it again.
Who would you say you've charmed today?
The other guards to get us up here? It's been one day, hasn't it?
It's hard to know.
I know, it's hard to know.
The sun's
sun never
always
goes down.
there.
Yeah,
is
never
that a
goes down.
sun? It's just bright all the time.
Oh, man.
But, so, I mean, okay, so no charming on this one. And we're not allowed to pass. I don't know. Do you have any other ways besides this freaking huge Archron guy in this gate? Is there another gate we could go to?
If I remember correctly, they said that this was the only way to get to the section where Hex and Marakai might be.
Seems inefficient bottleneck, but okay.
I mean, sometimes you have to have a bottleneck. It's bureaucracy.
I don't know, maybe the Archron's got to sleep at some point, right? No?
Out of character knowledge, do they sleep?
No.
I mean, but
They're beings
that's
of infinite power.
Maybe
time to
we
sleep.
can magically put them to sleep.
I mean, you magically put me to sleep a couple of times.
Yes, but they're a little more powerful than you, Atlas. So that might not work out.
Maybe we could distract him. We could throw him like a birthday party or something like that.
Archons don't have birthday parties.
Well, I don't know, like a employee of the month party?
You know, that's actually a good idea, Atlas. An employee of the month party. That seems doable. Maybe out of character. Did we already talk to Anais, or did we just plot? I
You might
can't
have-
remember.
I don't think you talked to him as much as you were talked to by him. I think you came into his presence, and it was just sort of like, be not afraid kind of thing,
Yes.
as angels do. Okay.
But where do we get from the party to allow him to let us pass there? Like, if we throw him a good party, he's still just not going to let us pass.
Okay, so what we do is we hold it in the winery, and he comes over to the winery, drinks a lot of wine, and I don't know, maybe there's some sort of special blessed water from the spa we were just at that would maybe make him a little bit more drowsy, or something like that. All those waters had a lot of effects. I'm just spitballing here. I don't really know what the best solution is other than just to distract him and get through that freaking gate.
I mean, murder is always an option, but then
You
we'd be in
just said
trouble.
he's powerful, more powerful than us.
More powerful than you, Atlas.
just so you know, like you can still be saying that to Atlas, but Brittany knows that is not true by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, I don't know. I'm so... maybe we should just find Billiam first. I don't know. He's been gone for hours. Who knows what kind of trouble he's gotten into.
Speaking of Billiam, let's head on over to where Billiam is, all alone, hopping around. Billiam spent some time in the spa, found one of the tubs that really reminded Billiam of home, and it's kind of like exactly what Billiam needed. And as Billiam is leaving, Billiam notices some tracks, and they really seem, there's something about it where, Billiam's got this eye for people who steal things because he himself steals a lot of things. And Billiam thinks that looks like somebody running away with stuff that they stole. So, Billiam, you see these tracks, you're curious. What do you do?
Well, obviously I follow them, but before I start following them, I take a look around me, make sure that there's really no one looking.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like everybody's kind of ignoring you. Like nobody's specifically looking at you.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Well, then I start shuffling.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you're kind of walking along, following these tracks, you do notice from behind you that it looks like they are running from out of the center of town. And where they're headed, you realize, is actually going towards the edge of the plateau. Because y'all are kind of up a little bit. Everywhere Mercuria is up on top of mountainous valleys. So you see it kind of head towards the edge of the plateau. And when you get closer, you actually notice a path that heads down the side of the mountain into the valley, which as you get closer into there, as it's deeper, you can see that there's a ton of tree cover and a whole lot of rain coming up off of it, essentially, like water kind of floating upwards from it. So it's a big, just hazy, forested valley that you see below you.
Okay. Well, do I see the tracks leading down that path?
Mm-hmm.
I keep going.
Keep going? All right.
But because Billiam's alone, I kind of want to. I take the little cloth that I've been wearing and I kind of wrap it around myself to sort of just. Because the cloth itself is like darker color.
Okay.
And
so
I want to
trying
basically hood myself, and I want to cautiously go down and follow the tracks, because if this is like a path that goes into the valley from a cliffside, I don't want to get like ambushed or something.
Totally. Okay. Roll me a
Stealth?
Let's do a stealth for first. Where's my
So 9 plus 11, 20.
Oh wow. Okay. So yeah, Billiam is used to having to be quiet and sneaking along with nobody seeing him, and also he's used to being ignored because tiny frog person. So you're sneaking through the brush, and as you get closer, you realize this is like a jungle. This is like full-on deep jungle kind of spot. So pretty quickly, you go from rocky valley path into like deep jungle. As you're making your way further in, you notice like within the jungle there's just all this beautiful stuff. I mean, like flowers everywhere, blooming huge, and everything is like full and green and lush, and it doesn't feel like threatening or dangerous. It feels like kind of calming and enjoyable. So you're sneaking down further into here, and you come upon some you see what looks like it might be blood in just little patches kind of heading further down. Roll a perception for me.
7.
Okay.
I am very distracted.
Yeah. So you're looking around and you see all this blood and stuff like that. But you're so like kind of like, oh, maybe I shouldn't, that you're not really aware of anything else going on. So yeah, here you are. You see these bloody tracks that head further down into this jungle. What you doing?
So
Does curious Billiam keep going?
Billiam is looking at the blood, and he's like kind of like a little nervous, so he pulls out his little knife. And he kind of wraps the hood a little bit tighter, and he kind of like tries to figure out where the blood's going. Like, is there like a trail that leads the blood, or is it just kind of spotted just in this area?
It's like a trail. Like it follows down. Like you were following the tracks, and then you started seeing all of this.
I believe. Let's see. I believe because I'm in. Yeah, here you go. Because I am in the forest, I have natural camouflage, so I think I get like an advantage on my rolls. So I kind of like look around trying to like spot like what the colors around me, and I like grab a little bit of mud, I like pat it on myself, and I continue following the blood.
Okay. Roll a perception.
Okay. God, it was on a 16, then it went to 8.
8. Okay. Roll another stealth.
Stealth. I think I have advantage, so...
You do.
Yeah. 23.
Okay. So you're walking along, continuing to focus on the trail, and as you're walking along, you nearly step on like a stick or something. Like you're just about to make some noise. You see it, you stop yourself, and as you do, you hear rustling kind of around you in the bushes, and so you start to hear sort of like chittering, barking kind of noises, like sort of like kind of thing. And as you wait there, you actually see two dog-like creatures jump out from the forest, and you see them kind of snapping at each other and everything like that. And they've clearly got something in their jaw, and they're kind of like throwing it back and forth, like they're kind of playing with it. And as they are, you're seeing more blood and everything like that. So yeah, you see these two monstrous dogs, kind of fighting on the road and then kind of like running up and like running down it and then jumping into the forest and stuff. You see them kind of like circling the area.
Okay. Are they like are they getting close to me?
No, they don't seem to notice you.
Okay.
They do get pretty close, but because of your natural camouflage and everything, they just kind of run right past you. They don't seem to notice you.
Okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit longer because if it's just the two of them, I don't want to get caught by these things. So I'm gonna sit here and wait for a little bit to make sure that the coast is clear before trying to leave.
Okay.
Can I see what they're playing with though?
Roll a perception.
11. God, I am terrible.
I mean, you can see that it's like a small creature, something about rabbit size. You couldn't see like what it is. But yeah. So yeah, after some time, you feel like they've gone far enough. You haven't seen them for a little bit. You feel like it's safe. Do you head back or you're going further down?
Can I tell if the blood is coming from the creature or if it just continues going down the path?
Both. There's now a pool of blood kind of where they jumped out and attacked. But there's still blood kind of heading all the way down. And you do kind of notice that there's a little bit more further along. Like if you look real far, the road looks red.
Okay. I'm worried that these creatures are going to come back. So I carefully step around where the blood is, and I want to cast snare. So I use some of my rope to basically leave a little trap. Basically, it can capture small, medium, large creatures into the floor at the spell radius. The creatures must succeed dexterity saving throw, or be hoisted up by from the floor.
Okay.
So yeah, I put one behind me, and then I kind of like nervously continue walking down this trail, following the blood.
Following? Okay. Roll another stealth.
Okay. Ooh, that's a 20.
Natural?
That's a
nat
20.
20.
Nice.
31.
That was a 31 total. Oh my god.
Billiam's stealthy.
Yeah. So at
Dang.
this point, Billiam has gotten really familiar with the terrain and actually has learned that he can sort of like shimmy along the wall and nothing can notice him. Like it's just like straight up he's invisible at that point. So yeah, you're able to just shimmy your way along following the trail, and at this point it seems like you could do this without even having to think about it. So you're not going to have to make any more stealth checks on this. So yeah, you go deeper in, you follow, you see this blood trail, and as it goes, you can kind of see through the trees deeper and deeper as it goes down because you're descending into this jungle valley. You can see sort of like stone pillars and sort of man-made structures, ancient, of course, for sure, but kind of dotted around in there. And you can see more of these kinds of creatures now running around in that area. And they seem to be, circling all those pillars and things. Like you can see a bunch of those dogs kind of running around. There's a couple of other creatures in there. None of them look good. None of them look friendly.
Is there any obviously they had that creature before with the blood. Is there any more of those creatures that they've been attacking, or is sort of them hanging out here as their den?
At the moment, you don't see them killing anything or actively fighting anything. But with all the blood and everything, you can assume that there's quite a lot going on.
Okay. Well, with the amount of them, Billiam does not feel safe now. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start heading backwards.
Okay.
Heading back up to the mountain. And, I feel like that's probably the safest thing is to return to the group.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's cut back to Atlas and Brittany. Y'all continue to wait for Billiam. You are none the wiser to the situation down in the valley. Billiam's been a bit.
Are we around anyone right now?
I mean, yeah, there's a couple of angels and whatnot running, like flying around. They're just fluttering around in the area.
We're just like on the sidewalk outside of the winery still. It's kind of
Yeah.
Okay. You know what? I take Brittany. I was like, Brittany, follow me for just a second. And I try.
A walk and talk? Are we going to do an Aaron Sorkin deal?
An Aaron Sorkin walk and talk? No. I'd like us to go somewhere a little bit out of prying eyes. So I try to lead us just around the corner behind the winery.
Okay.
I say, hey, Brawldy, are you still around?
Yeah.
Hey, bud, it's actually been a bit. I kind of forgot to call you the last few days. Days? Kind of hard to tell. Anyway, hey, we're here in this, I don't know which level of
Mercuria.
Mercuria. And we're trying to get through that gate. Like, can we? It kind of seems like it's always guarded.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna get past Ananias.
Oh.
What if... Is there any way to convince him with charms?
No, probably not.
How? Employee of the Month party.
I mean, that's a very good idea, Baldur.
You could try it. I don't think he knows what work is, so...
That's fair. Okay, so I mean, are you aware of our friends Markai and Hex in this realm at the moment? We're trying to sync up with them. And we think that that they're past that gate. So, however they got past that gate, we want to get past that gate.
Well, you could go somewhere else.
See, I knew there was another. I knew there had to be. It made no sense having a bottleneck for just one gate, and I knew it.
But aren't all the other gates just going to be equally guarded as such?
Some doors go, some paths go down, and some go up. That's the up. I mean, I'm acting like I'm pointing. Pause. Some go down, some go up. That's an up. Go find it down.
There's like an exhaust port no bigger than a womp rat somewhere that we need to find. Yeah. Okay.
Throw huck a fireball in there, blow up the whole town.
Okay, so we just need to find another one of these entrances, one that maybe isn't as guarded. So
I guess it was that easy all along.
Well, that's an interesting idea. And you see, kind of just around the corner from y'all, you see an angelic woman, or at least appears feminine. They're genderless. About 7 feet tall, with huge wings outstretched. This armor that is sort of like prismatic in nature. It's got like kind of stained glass with like a whole bunch of different colors that it like reflects off of her. She has a big shield, same deal. Dark skin, dark hair, kind of really long and like flowing, almost unnaturally, just kind of always flowing. And she sort of comes up to you and she's like, I couldn't help but hear about your predicament. I was very curious about y'all who came in here. It's nice to see some people. There's not a lot of you around here.
It's nice to see you, too. I'm not used to having to look up this high.
Oh, little angel, you'll grow one day.
I know, right? Sweet baby bird.
Sorry, you said you overheard our conversation?
Indeed. You're trying to leave, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're not mad about that? Most people seem pretty mad when you try to get past that gate.
Or out of the city in general.
Oh, well, you're honest people. There's no reason not to trust you.
Brittany looks away.
Totally. I feel like I'm super honest.
You see, we're trying to get back in touch with our friends, as you overheard, because we need to find this orb thing that was lost and return it to the library. This is a giant quest we need to go on.
Oh, the Eye of Ranta.
Yes,
What
yes,
everyone else is
exactly.
looking for. Of course. Of
Exactly.
course.
And I figure if we can find the Eye of Ranta, we will be able to get an audience with somebody important.
Now, do you think that you will engage in combat during this adventure?
Hopefully not.
Which part of the adventure?
Going forward or backward or down or up, wherever you're going.
I'll be honest, our track record probably points to It's
Ooh, that sounds fun. Can I come along?
I mean, you seem pretty cool and like you can handle yourself. What's your name again?
Hold on. I had to go. Oh, that's right. Oh. My name is Cerakiel. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Cerakiel. Okay, Cerakiel. Very nice to meet you too. I'm Atlas. This is Brittany. Oh, and this is Brawldeer. Brawldeer? Is Brawldeer still here?
He's like sleeping. Like he's there, but he's like snoring.
We also have a son. His name is Billiam. He's a little frog. Have you seen him?
Oh no, I haven't, but I'll help
He's
you
been
find
missing
him.
for hours.
Can I-
I'm worried about him now.
Oh, that's scary. We should find him.
Before you come along on this journey, Cerakiel, how do you feel about the current political climate of Mercuria?
Oh, I don't really pay much attention to the politics, to be honest. I just kind of like fighting. It's fun. I don't know. Every now and then I'll go down and I'll help people and whatnot because I love fighting.
Can I ask your thoughts on dragons at all, and if the name like someone named Verdon rings any bells with you, or if you have like any kind of desire to just like break things that are maybe holding the world together.
Oh, that sounds dreadful. No, I've never heard of this Verdon, although there have been a lot of weird goings-on around here. Good for me, because there's actually been stuff for me to fight, which, I love it.
So your whole deal is that you just like fighting, you'd like to tag along with us because you think that'll lead to some more fighting action?
Well, yeah, people are so interesting. I guess from the standpoint of an immortal being with divine power, to see such fragile creatures fight is so fascinating. But every now and then they need a little help, and I just want to provide that.
Ooh, so you're saying you're immortal. What happens if you end up having to fight someone else that's immortal? Who wins?
Well, whoever dies first.
And Atlas just sort of stares off for a little while at that answer.
So, Cerakiel, what you're saying is that you're more of like a mercenary. So your allegiance lies to who's ever providing the battles / the money?
Oh, no, I fight on the side of good. I only provide protection and power for the good, of course. Fighting against evil, absolutely.
Oh, good, because yes, we are very good, and we are fighting against
I can see
evils.
that. Remember, they
Brittany
see your
looks away
souls.
again. It's like,
Oh, man.
all right, well, how are you against fighting Archons?
Oh, well, if they have turned into evil Archons, then
that's a
absolutely.
problem.
No. How about
And
this?
Aeus is just doing their job.
Do you... Well, okay, I think that we need to get past that gate, and I think that going through that Archon's not the best idea. I think that there's probably another entrance that we need to find. I think first we also need to find our frog son as well.
And as you say that, a little frog son comes hopping up to y'all.
So Billiam still is looking pretty scared. He's got his hood up. He's got his little dagger out. And he's just like kind of like patting close to Atlas. And he gets close to Atlas and he starts tugging at his
His tunic underneath his...
yeah.
Here's frog son, Billiam. Where you been? And why are you...
Billiam is like super weirded out by this new
Is that
person.
blood on your shoes? Where have you been?
Billiam doesn't wear shoes.
Was that blood on your feet? Where have you been?
Your toes.
It's the spa. And like he like winks, like he's like winking.
With his giant frog
He
eyes.
was-
He's got his hood on. He's like winks.
When I see the wink, I'm like, oh no, what have you done?
Brittany like rushes over and like is hugging Billiam.
Billiam like
my
starts
sweet baby
squirming to
boy.
get Brittany off.
I've missed you so much.
So
Are
like,
you okay? Do you need a snack? Do you need some water? Do you need a blankie?
like
Yeah.
oh, he's like Billiam's feeling a little overwhelmed right now after finding blood, seeing dogs, and like them like obviously congregating around Billiam, plus this new person that's obviously they're talking to. Billiam's just like starts squirming out of Brittany's reach and hides behind Atlas, and
That's
like
fine,
starts
that's
pulling Atlas down.
Hey,
What's up, Billy?
there's something's happening, and I need to show you.
Oh, at the spa?
No,
Is it?
No, Billiam starts tugging Atlas like
Yeah.
away from the conversation.
And like, Cerakiel is just like,
oh, is it a family huddle?
No, sorry. I think Billiam's having some little boy.
I have to go to the potty.
Yeah, little boy times. I'll be right back.
Oh gosh,
okay.
So okay, me
I'm
and Billiam
glad
start.
I'm not a real parent.
So
Me and
Billiam's
Billiam
like,
start walking somewhere.
yeah. I pull Atlas like as far away as possible from the Brittany and the angel.
Okay. And then you're trying to talk to me?
Yeah.
Well, look.
What's up,
I found like something weird.
At the spa?
No, it's away from the spa.
Oh, what were you
There's,
doing
like,
away from the
this-
spa?
Well, there was something
We
that I saw.
told you to stay at the spa.
You didn't tell me anything. You told me to have fun.
What
Look.
did you find? What did you do? Did you steal something?
No, I didn't steal it. Well, no.
Can't remember if I stole anything.
No, I found a weird path that it took me down to like below, and I found this weird ruin. But it's like someone went down there, and there's like a lot of blood.
There's a lot of
So-
blood?
Yeah. I mean, you saw it, and I show him. I pick up my feet and I show him.
I'm sorry. You found a bunch of blood and you went and stepped around in it?
No,
Who caused the blood? Was there a body?
there's like a lot of weird monsters down there. But like, I feel like we should go down there and look because there may have been something shiny. I don't know.
You found someplace down below that you went down and there's just a lot of blood and a lot of monsters and you want us to go back there.
Yes. Because there could be something shiny. Also, like, what are we doing here? Besides taking baths. I feel like we could be doing something better.
Besides taking baths.
Okay. I mean, we did just meet this new person that seems to like fighting mostly against evil, and if they're monsters, then that would be evil. Maybe your area will also help us find this path to get past this gate.
They're not no. I think it should just be us because, like, one, who is that person? And two,
Cerakiel sort of pops her head up. Hello.
Wait,
That's
did she actually? Did the Cerakiel actually like is over here with us?
Yeah.
Yeah. Billiam is like super weirded out now by like this angel.
on that. Her Cerakiel is saying hello. Just one break. I think our workers are knocking on her back door. One second.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so yeah, Cerakiel just kind of popped up like, hello, when you mentioned her.
Hey, Cerakiel. Billiam, this is Cerakiel.
Hello.
They're into fighting monsters and evil and stuff.
Yeah.
Billiam like gives them a glare, like untrusting.
And they're just smiling, just
Billiam pulls Atlas down again.
if we bring them, they're not allowed any of the cut.
I think that they'll be okay with that, actually. Because they're immortal.
What's that?
I think they've lived for like a super duper long time and just plan to keep on doing that.
Then I'm immortal too.
Oh, Billiam. Pure little Billiam. That's wonderful.
No, I mean, yeah, I get... It doesn't matter. I think that they'll be fine with not taking a cut.
What about my cut?
But do I get a cut?
You can hold it.
I still don't know what it is, but that's progress. Okay.
Well, I don't know what it is either. That's why I want to go down there.
Hey, Brittany, and I guess Baldir, if you want to tag along, we're gonna go to something that Billiam found.
Why?
Because it seems terrifying, if I'm being honest.
Okay, you're not making it any easier for me to want to go.
Yeah, but it's something new, and we can't really do much else
Especially
around
after
here.
my son has shunned me.
I mean,
Brittany glares at Billiam.
Billiam glares back.
You know, you might catch more flies with honey than the. You know, it doesn't matter.
Also, like,
Why would we catch flies? I guess to feed Billiam.
I mean, like, this could also, like, what are we doing here? We're just trying to go somewhere else, right?
Yep,
This is somewhere else.
exactly. That was what I was thinking. Is like this place might lead to where we're trying to go. So, Baldir, you want to tag along too?
Billiam, like, is like, oh, it's you again.
Hello.
Billiam,
How's it going, little frog?
he pats the bear.
I pick up Billiam and I put him on the back of Baldir.
Ron's like,
Isn't he like a ghost?
He's
celestial,
he's
so he can
celestial.
take
Any
physical
form.
form.
Because
Yeah.
technically he's my mount. I'm supposed to be riding him, but I don't think I ever have.
No, you have not. Because you can fly.
Brittany's like mouth is agape and like it's like you can ride him?
I can ride him.
Can we all get on the bear?
Billiam on Battle Cat. My goodness.
I mean,
Well, I guess not.
Brittany, you want...
Are you going to try?
You know, at the moment that Brittany says that, I pick up Brittany. I was like, there you go.
Baldir's kind of like,
I agree, bear.
Brittany just flies back down like it's fine. Let's go to wherever we're going. Get this over with. We got stuff to do.
All right,
Are
Billiam.
we,
go
are we
get to
bringing
Hex.
that one, though?
Which one?
hello.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're tagging along. I feel pretty confident they're not going to stab any of us, so they've got my vote.
Unless we turn evil.
Correct.
Exactly. So Billiam, maybe like whisper, maybe like keep it low on like what you're trying to like take as like the loot here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe don't let them see. That might be considered a little bit evil. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, if the person that's down there is dead, then it's just free.
Sure,
That's
but if
not
they're
evil.
like, if they're not dead and they're like, you know, a poor family and all they have left is like, you know, their old ancient heirloom and it's really special to them, and you might want to not steal that. You know what I'm saying?
You're putting a lot of thought into this.
Brittany,
Have you
let's just
thought about doing that?
No, I've thought about you doing that a lot, actually.
See, when I do things, I don't think about it.
That's clear.
All right. How about, can you think about just leading the way, Billiam?
I start tugging on Baldir, and I start
Baldir's
doing, I like kick, you know. All right, bear, let's go that way.
You don't need to do that.
Oh,
Starts
I'm sorry.
lumbering off in the direction you're kind of.
So he apologizes to the bear, but not to the mom.
You know, it's just a phase, probably, Brittany.
So
Is it?
Billiam's riding the bear and Cerakiel's behind, and then you two are kind of waiting behind just a second. So
Okay.
So what's that you're saying to each other?
It's just he's probably just going through a phase, you know?
I don't know. I don't know if it's just a phase. I don't think he's ever going to respect me.
No, he does. It's just that he's
Does
acting
he?
out. He's acting out for attention right now.
I never did that when I was that age.
Bet that's not true.
It's 100% true. I respected my parents.
With you and Christina never got into shenanigans?
I mean, okay, we did, but like not against. It was more like with the handmaidens and stuff, you know, like normal people do.
Okay, you never raced around your palace, I assume, and broke things?
No. Well, there was at one time. But my parents never found out about it, so it doesn't count.
Maybe they did, and they just sort of let it slide. Either way, it's, you know, it's just a kid, I think. I don't really know how the frog kids work.
But what about you and your parents?
I mean, my parents were super strict and religious, and...
So you were like this when you were a kid?
No.
That's where he gets it from, Atlas. From you.
What? I just said I wasn't like this.
Listen, I went on my own thought, imagining you as a child like Billiam, and it made sense to me.
I think I'm having more fun now experiencing my freedom than I did back then. I didn't get to have much freedom back then. So, this now it's just I'm just enjoying life, Brittany. Just enjoying life.
What's that like?
Well, maybe take another swig of your wine and you'll find out.
Brittany complies and does just that. All right, let's go get this over with. I have stuff I need to do.
Oh, man. All right, so y'all head off towards the path. Billiam leads you down towards where the bloody prints begin. And so now you can see what is before you. Billiam, I assume you imparted to them that you snuck your way down there?
No.
You don't tell him? Okay.
Billiam kind of hops off the bear as they get closer to the forest, and he pulls the bear, and he's like, "Bear, there's like weird dogs down here, and I don't know what they are. So, but you know, I put down a trap in case they come back. So, follow me." And I sort of like pull him into the bushes.
Can I roll to see if I accidentally run into the trap?
Well, I was going to have y'all do that, yes. So,
what do you want us to roll?
Which one are you in front?
Well, did any of the dogs get into the trap though?
No.
No. Okay.
No, you don't see. You know where you kind of left the trap, and you don't see a dog in it. Let's say Atlas. Make a dexterity roll.
You got it.
What is my dexterity?
That's a 3 minus 1?
Oh, definitely. Ash, you got it.
So yeah, as you're walking along, you step into a little rope trap. It wraps around your foot and yanks you up into the tree line.
Can I, or Price, can you? I'm just wanting to know the strength that realistically Billiam can set a trap to actually capture someone like me.
It's a magic snare, and it said it can get creatures up to large size. Okay. So bigger than you, yeah.
Do you not remember when we fought through the door, I snared one of those angels?
I do not remember that.
I do not recall.
Okay. So I'm snared and I'm hanging up by the tree. Hello? Billiam, is this the monsters? Is this the monsters you were talking about?
No, I forgot about that. But I told the bear.
You forgot about the trap? But you remembered to tell Braldir?
Well, I was hoping that I caught one of the monsters. But, you know.
What do you mean you caught? This is your trap?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me?
Well, you were behind talking to Brittany, and I didn't want to stop you guys.
It seems like... Okay, Billiam, I respect not wanting to interrupt conversation, but this is something you can interrupt for. Billiam?
Why don't you just fly up there and undo it?
Billiam undoes the snare, because it's a magic snare.
I fall down.
I just dispel the trap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah!
And I collect my rope. It's like, well, at least it worked.
Oh!
Ash, you take 2 points of damage.
Oh.
Oh, man.
All right.
Look, we're not that far away. I think we should be really quiet because these things are like weird looking, and they are definitely eating something when I first came by.
Yeah, so what are these things again? You just said monsters.
They're monsters.
They're monsters?
Monsters.
Well, I thought
Cerakiel bends down and like touches the blood spot. And sort of like does one of these things. She's like, "Oh, it's hellhounds. They shouldn't be here."
hellhounds. They're exactly. I've never seen a hellhound on Mercuria before.
No, they shouldn't be here. That is very odd. But I get to kill them.
I mean,
That's true.
yay for you. Have you
I have
ever?
to purify them in the divine light so that they'll no longer be these evil fiends.
Would I know? Just is Serakiel a type of Archon or just like regular angel, or is there a type to them that I would be aware of?
Roll. Do a knowledge check. Both you and Brittany.
Would it be like
Knowledge? Okay.
Do
insight or?
for you? Well, no, because you have celestial, right?
I
Be
do.
religion
Uh,
I don't. Let's see here.
or history, maybe.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, history or
It's like religion
Um,
makes sense too.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Religious hierarchies, holy symbols, practice of secret cults, lores
in this
and deities.
instance, yeah, in this instance, because it's not quite. Yeah, do religion. Do religion. It works.
I got a 16.
I have the same in each, so I'm just doing history because it's more for like Brittany's past,
Your history. Yeah.
my history.
What'd you get?
17.
17. Okay. So you both recognize that this is not one of the hierarchical angels. This is a lesser type of angel. Is actually a deva. There are several kinds of devas that you know of, all with different focuses and everything, and they sort of make up like the infantry and like the kinds of angels that are sent to fight on behalf of good. And so you would recognize that they're a deva. You wouldn't necessarily know which kind, but they're definitely one. Like, they all have wings. They all kind of have the same kind of behavior to a degree. She's deva.
Wouldn't we know that it's? I mean, I assume it's unusual for a deva to be outside of the rest of its ranks of troops. I guess if they're.
You might think, yeah, you could deduce that.
Cerakiel, something I'm not. Presumably, you seem like you're in some sort of a military or a troop of some kind. What happened to the rest of your comrades?
Well, they're around. We're sort of, I guess, on break. They'd sent us home. They didn't want us to be out there anymore. So here I am, bored. And then a couple of y'all humans come along. You mortals, you sure know how to shake things up. So, that's why I decided to follow you.
Okay, so you're just like on break. This is like a something to do until your next assignment.
Yep.
Okay, okay. That makes sense to me, I guess. Well, do you mind if I ask what your last assignment was?
Oh, well, I was tasked with protecting a region of the material plane. Somewhere in Ebberon? Yes, Ebberon. I was tasked with protecting a gateway that would lead here, and then I was brought home. So the gate guardians were changed, as does happen.
While you were protecting it, did anything go down? Was it pretty boring? Were there any fights?
Oh yeah, there were fights. It was fun. Yeah, I guess before I left, there were increasing amounts of fiends and attacks and whatnot. I just enjoyed it, to be honest.
Was the gateway on top of, like, a mountain?
Yeah. Yes. Yes. The Bayeshk, I think, is the Bayeshk Mountains. I'm not that familiar with the material plane, if I'm honest.
It's interesting. It's interesting that you were there. I'm familiar with that area. In fact, that's kind of the gateway that we took. Take it here.
Oh, really?
Because we're from
The Guardian let you through just like that? I mean, obviously
Yes.
you are.
Yes.
You had the power of good.
Yeah. Well, I'll be honest, if there was a Guardian, they may have been on their break, too.
There was supposed to be a giant guarding that, but I guess the gate was abandoned. Oh
Brittany
dear, that's...
nudges Atlas. I was like, no more. Like, no, stop talking.
Anyway,
that is...
since you're on your break, I guess we'll take good use of your services then, and I guess getting rid of these monsters.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So Billiam,
where are they?
Billiam, just like follow-up question. Any other traps that I should look out for along the way?
No,
No.
not that I did.
Okay. Okay. Good.
I'm
Now-
waiting for one of those winks.
Okay. So
Look, it's not that far, but we should be very quiet because there's a lot of them.
Oh. Well, someone else should lead the way because I'm not the best at being quiet.
Rhaegar taught me how to be quiet.
Oh, really?
That's right. You guys had lessons
Yeah.
together. Okay.
Brittany, what did you
roll
It's
learn?
like, oh my gosh, my stealth is actually very good.
Okay.
You just gotta walk without making noise. You know, it's easy.
Is
Brittany
it?
tries. Yeah.
Like, I take one test step forward and I break like 3 branches along the way.
Well, it's just like you clank, like all of your armor just like...
I'm rolling. It's just taking forever. 24.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, you just
Wow.
gotta go like this, and like Brittany is like trying to instruct Atlas on how to do it.
Oh, gosh.
Like
I,
What was that?
2 o'clock.
maybe you just need to take off all your armor, Atlas. It seems very cumbersome.
oh, that seems like a terrible idea when we have been told there's monsters right in front of us.
Well, I guess you could just stay back here.
What?
You know
why'd
what also helps to be quiet or to stealth is to be quiet.
And then Billiam puts his hood back up and he starts sneaking away towards like the ruins.
Does the hood help? It seemed like the hood helped.
Well, we can get you a hood if you want. I can sew you one.
So are y'all sneaking along?
I guess, like, yeah, as Billiam and Brittany easily
Lead the
stealth
way.
forward,
Yeah.
I will roll for stealth with. I actually have disadvantage to my
A
stealth.
negative?
Yeah.
Am I
You have disadvantage?
I have
Not just negative?
actual disadvantage to my stealth rolls.
Hold on,
That's rough.
Atlas. I
That's
might
rough.
be able to help you out. I think I have, like, do I have that? I thought I had
Dost
that.
thou?
I
Dost
thought
thou
I had.
have?
Oh, I do have greater invisibility.
Yeah, but
That
doesn't
won't
stop
help with the
clanking.
sound. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna roll my stealth roll.
Yeah.
I mean, Atlas, I can make you invisible if you take off your armor.
Am I supposed to roll 2? I don't know how it
you
works.
roll
with
Yeah,
two,
you
take
disadvantage.
roll
the lesser
2.
one.
You
Okay.
take the lowest. That's disadvantage.
Not as bad as it could have been, but that's a 10.
What'd you get? 10 total.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you're doing a little bit better. You're trying to walk like Rhaegar. You kind of remember. You're like, oh yeah, he had that weird sauntery
Yeah.
way that he moved, and he was just always quiet somehow. Unless he was not quiet.
So yeah, I attempt to do my best Rhaegar, and I look very stiff and weird still, but I'm walking around.
Do a perception roll.
All of us?
Active perception. Ash. Alice.
That is a nat 20 plus 7.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're doing your walk along, and as you do, it's 2:00. As you do, you hear something rustle next to you, and so you actually back up real fast, and one of the hellhounds comes jumping in front of you right into the middle of the road, and another one does too, and they're both staring at you, and they lunge in your direction.
Okay.
And then explode into bright light as Cerakiel just kind of is like holding her hand out like that. And she's just like, good old banishing. Send them right back to the abyss.
They always
Love
attack
it.
from the side.
Clever girls.
That was cool. Can I learn to do that you just did?
Oh, probably. You are divine, aren't you?
So that's
looks you
still
up. Oh, yeah.
TBD, sort of. But yeah, I can do other cool light stuff, and I just cast light cantrip, and I can do that. I can call down.
That's cute.
I can call down beams of moonlight. I can make my weird shield thing can do stuff. And
That's good.
so that thing though was just like you holding out your hand, and you're just like you're banished.
You're banned.
Yes. It's the banhammer. Yes, it's just the power of radiance, and it destroys fiends and sends them back to the abyss.
I do have a lot of radiance. Okay, well, I'll just keep that on the back burner. I'll practice every night. I'll just be like, until I can do that thing.
I think that's a great idea.
Awesome. Okay. Okay. So now with those things gone, I just do a quick little spot. Any other hellhounds?
Nope.
No.
Don't see any right now. Nope.
Okay. Or Brittany,
All right.
did Brittany and Billiam even notice?
No.
They noticed the flash. They were like, "What's that?" And they turn, and it's just Atlas standing there, like ready to punch something, like you were. Yeah.
Okay.
So that's what y'all see.
So I feel like I could have handled that, but thank you, Cerakiel. That was very nice.
So we
No problem.
So do we know where this path is that we're trying to find to take us to the other area?
We don't know if there's a path to the other area, but I think we're just still following all this blood.
All right. Let's keep going, I guess.
Okay.
So y'all keep stealthing forward.
Yeah, Billiam takes you guys to the relics. The abandoned
So basically-
ruined.
Yeah, Cerakiel and Atlas are just clomping down the road, whereas Billiam and Brittany are kind of sneaking along the wall.
Like the moment that I see Cerakiel not give a damn about stealthing, I'm just like, all right, cool. I immediately stop Rhaegar walking.
So yeah, y'all head further down. More blood starts to appear. And yeah, you see the ruins, and there's a bunch more of the hellhounds and a couple of other like fiends and whatnot that kind of, you see them rush forward and then rush back, and so it's like they're not always there in front of you, but they do keep coming through.
Okay. Can we see what the blood is coming from here?
Yeah. So real quick, I will say to everybody out there watching, stuff's gonna get bloody here as we go forward. So just know if you don't like descriptions of blood and gore and stuff,
Content
away.
warning. Yeah.
content warning.
Turn away.
Run away. You see this sort of like stone temple entrance. It reminds you a little bit of the architecture up above, but sort of just a little bit shifted, just slightly different, a little less bright, a little darker, and you actually see blood, like almost like a river of blood pouring out of the entrance and like kind of spreading out.
That's a
And the
lot
fiends
of,
are like running through it.
That's too much blood. I don't think that came from one thing. What is all this blood coming from? That's disgusting. Billiam, you did not accurately portray how much blood was going on here.
I told you there was something weird down here.
Billiam didn't see it all, you know.
Cerakiel, you ever seen anything like this?
No. This is, concerning. There shouldn't be anyone here in this temple, but clearly there's something going on here. It does seem rather fiendish.
Is this a temple that was here before? Or are you familiar with this temple?
I'm not familiar with this specific one, but I do remember in the valleys there were groups of angels and divine individuals who would stay here and would carry out their lives, or their immortal lives.
I'll say,
But
Price, in the past you mentioned that outside of a lot of these little villages and towns, they had monuments to things. Is there a monument here?
There is. There is a standing sort of on top of the entrance. You see a man kind of on his knees. It's actually a position familiar to you, Atlas, doing the superhero drop.
The Slayer.
Yeah,
Slayer pose.
so it's like he is holding a trident, and it's kind of like as if it were stabbed
That's the
down.
exact thing I did.
Yeah. And it's missing an eye.
It's missing an eye.
Yeah, there's like a cavity where one of the eyes should be, and it's pouring blood out of that cavity as well.
There's just a lot of blood going on here.
Yeah, this is not how this should be.
As I nudged Brittany, I was like, that looks like what I did with the trident when we were doing stuff with the Cheesema.
Yeah, except there wasn't blood pouring out of your eye.
Gets a good point. There was not blood pouring out of my eye. But otherwise, it looks totally like me.
Yes. Out of character, do I know who this is? The statue?
Roll on your religion.
Religion? Okay.
Yeah.
It's going.
What is it? Your dice animations?
They're like ridiculously slow.
She got 10.
10.
10. Okay. So I'm looking through names that people have given us. We got a lot of fun ones. All right. Let me look at this one. Sorry. Okay, we'll go with that one. I like that one. This is an altar or a statue of, the vague legend behind Azog, the Godslayer. Basically, long ago, there was a warrior who his family was tragically lost at sea. And he became so distraught with this that he took it upon himself to defeat the god of water in order to punish him for what he did to his family. And at this time, the god of the oceans was being quite cruel and not being a good steward of the land. And so he was able to engage in battle with this god and was actually able to pierce him in the eye as he was stabbed at the same time. And he took the eye from that god. And that was the Eye of Ranta.
Oh.
So, just so I'm clear, is it Azog's eye, or is it the other god's eye?
So they both took an eye.
Okay.
So Azog lost his eye as he was attacked, but he also took the eye of
Ranta,
the god of the ocean.
Got it.
So yeah, and I got that name from our patron, TB and J Chris. Thank you.
Thank you.
But the statue's not normally pouring blood.
No, definitely
Okay. Okay.
not. Sorry, making sure I do some that stuff. Okay, So yeah, you see the blood pouring out of the eyes. You see these fiendish beings running around. You're hidden away from them for now, but you got to make a choice as to what you want to do.
Hey, to Cerakiel, or
Cerakiel.
I keep on
Think Barakiel, but
Cerakiel. Cerakiel. You think like I could have a crack at the whole like banish thing this time?
Sure, if you want to give it a try.
Okay. And so like I just sort of stand as I'm looking, and I hold out my hand in like my best I don't know, DBZ pose as I'm powering up, and I'm just like, radiance lighted, I banish you.
Just like a little fizzle, kind of.
Okay.
And as you do that, of course, like some of the hellhounds like turn, and they're sort of slowly, doing that kind of prowl walk in your direction as they kind of are heading towards you.
I don't think it worked, Cerakiel.
Well, try again.
Okay. I'll try both hands this time. Like, who banish?
Yeah, a little bit more of a fizzle, but not really. They're getting closer. Now they're running.
Okay.
Are you trying to fight them?
Well, I'm trying to do it. Hold on. I'll answer your question after.
Okay.
I hold up my shield with like the moon the mirror thing, and I like try to put my other hand sort of towards the back of the shield, and I like try to charge it that way, and I'm like really focusing on that mirror part of it, and I'm like, I banish you.
As you do that, you do see like a little beam of light shoot down through the tops of the trees, and it reflects off of your shield, and it kind of blasts a hole through one of the hellhounds as it's coming by. Like it's like charging, and it just kind of gets like, poof, takes its leg out from under it.
That one, I took back this. That was awesome. That was great.
The other two now run and they leap at you. So do a dex roll.
Okay, dex roll. That's gonna be a 7.
Yeah, okay. So this thing crashes into you, kind of knocking you to the ground. And it starts kind of biting at you, trying to get you. But of course, like your armor is doing a pretty good job of covering that. And Cerakiel's kind of watching, and she's like, would you like me to help? Or do you want to keep trying, huh? You can do it.
I got this. Okay. And so, I guess...
Well, and hold on real quick. What are Brittany and Billiam doing? Just watching?
Yeah. I'm not interrupting this. No.
Let's see here. Where is my... Yeah. I can choose to have... I know I've got like a radiant smite thing. Where is it? Magic weapon? No. Thunderous smite? Ceremony?
Could be Thunderous Smite. Isn't that radiant?
Thunderous smite can do stuff, but it just adds like thunder stuff. Hold on, I actually think I have a radiant warhammer. That's right. Just my all of my warhammer is just radiant damage now. That's right. So I'll just freaking swing at the thing.
Okay. Roll with disadvantage because you're on the ground. You're rolling around.
Attack roll or just swinging?
Do an attack roll. We're not in combat, but could turn that way.
Let's see here. Actions. Here we go. Hit DC. Attack roll. 15?
Okay.
Oh, but I need to do disadvantage, right?
Do a disadvantage, yeah.
Okay. 15 and 16. So 15's the lowest.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you're able to kind of, it's like getting around, you're like, and you boom, get it right, like kind of in the center of the body.
Nice.
And it kind of like bounces into the woods, and you see it kind of like burn up like on its own, like it just kind of like disintegrates into the sky.
Nice.
Good job.
Thanks.
That was really great.
Yeah, I've got this Warhammer. It does a bunch of radiant stuff too.
Oh, I see. Manifesting it through a physical apparatus. That's smart. That's smart.
Right? I forget how I got this, but it's great.
So, we should probably investigate that.
I mean, yeah. Are there any more fiends or hellhounds now?
Yeah, there's a couple like running around, just a handful.
Okay. Well then, maybe. So it took me a lot with the shield. Maybe like you're better at the banishing thing.
Okay. So Cerakiel kind of walks out into the forest, just like no big deal, over towards where all the fiends and stuff are, and they're kind of all rushing towards them because like Cerakiel is like so just there, and you see like sort of a light start to form around Cerakiel, and it sort of gets brighter and brighter, and then just like a nova of light just kind of like flows through the forest. You all kind of feel it hit you, but it just sort of feels like warmth, like warm water, kind of just rushing over you. And you see all the hellhounds and fiends just disintegrate. So,
Well, that's convenient.
yeah, it's just empty of it. Well,
Great.
I gotta learn that one too.
the way's clear.
Okay. So I start walking towards the altar.
Towards the blood
Yeah.
temple.